morning. We are right outside of Lowe's, the garden center. We are in the parking lot right now going through the priming process, which I'm sure you're familiar with. And there's someone cutting the grass down there. We're by a busy road, so there's a lot of distractions for Bryn, but as you can see, she doesn't really care. So I'm going to let her take in her environment, just kind of hang out here for a little bit before we start doing our drills out here. We did a long morning walk today and a session of 4 corners, so she's already pooped. Look at her. Today when we get back, probably let her hang out for a bit, and I want to introduce some toys to her, see how she does with those. So we're going to make our way through Lowe's. We'll start off with the garden center. It's usually a happy medium to be outside than inside. And I'll see how she does with that. Yesterday I've noticed, and on our walk today I noticed that when there is some distractions going around, she doesn't really want to go into the plots. She'll sit, but the plots is where she struggles a little bit with distractions. This is Bryn's view right now. This is all she can see. I'll go ahead and bring her out to the little shaded area under the tree and then do more of that priming process down there. As you can see, she's super calm, not stressed out at all. She's just actually falling asleep despite all the distractions going on around her. So just remember, before you guys take her out anywhere, it would be very beneficial to do a little session 4 corners with her, or kind of, you don't even have to set up the whole thing. You could just do a few laps on the driveway, have her sit and plots, do the circle drills, because that kind of gets, all that crazy energy out. If you see her now, she's nice and calm. If we didn't do that first thing in the morning, we threw her in the vehicle and came over here, she'll probably be a lot more excited, just trying to get up from the plots. And I have been working on making her wait when we get close to the vehicle, because she just likes to pull and jump in there. So I'm doing a few of the follow drills around the vehicle, and then I'll get to the actual door. I'll have her sit, and then I'll have her wait, and then I'll allow her to jump in. So remember, it's always going to be on your time. It's not on Bryn's time anymore. Be tired. And also, I'm not sure what type of reactivity she had with dogs. You said in the questionnaire she's reactive to dogs on walks. I haven't seen that at all. But what I did see yesterday is she was on doing duration on her place bed. She was there for a few hours. I fed my dog. I gave her her food. She didn't want to eat it. It was just sitting there. for like an hour. My dog Lion, walks past her. Bryn growled at him and tried to go after him. So, not sure what caused that. Well, I'm pretty sure it's because her food was there and maybe she thought he was going to go after it. But that's the first reactivity I see out of her. So for sure, I'm going to mess with it today. I'm going to have her food there. I'm going to have my dogs free roaming and see what happens so we could fix that and have her work through it. Girl, you're so lazy. You're so lazy. Bryn was nice and calm in the back of the vehicle, so I have her out here now. She's gonna be able to see more of her environment, be able to look around some more, so I'm gonna let her hang out here for a bit, just like we've been doing every day since I started taking her out. That good old priming process. And if you do decide to go with the third week, Jen and Gabe, it'll be really interesting to see how she does with you out in public. Because sometimes if you guys are nervous or anxious about being out in public with her, that travels down leash. So if you're nervous, she gets nervous also, and that may be where that reactivity comes from. Sometimes she doesn't know what's going on, and mom is a little scared, so she's gonna react and get a little scared. So we'll go ahead and see that. If you do decide to do that third week, it'll be pretty interesting, and it'll be good to see you guys working together through those uncomfortable situations. So she's doing pretty good. I'm gonna do some of the obedience drills with her out here, some follows, all that good stuff, because that's really gonna make a difference when we're in there. I want her paying attention to me rather than looking around and ignoring me and just paying attention to everything else besides me. Follow. Follow. No. Okay, girl. So as soon as we start doing the follow, she starts pulling. She's kind of looking. She's not pulling too bad, but she's just very curious. Follow. Sits. Good. Let's. Good job. So that plots was a lot better. Then yesterday she would take her time. I will have to go up on the stem level just to get her to lay down and be calm. And I have her working at a level 4 right now. Once we go inside, that level can go up, 1 or 2 levels, depending on how she's acting. I mean, you can see her now, though. She doesn't really care about what's going on. You want to good girl. Stay. Good girl. No. Come. Come. Come on. Good girl. Come. Come, come, come. Come, come. Good. Come. Sit. Good girl. Good job. So that's one thing we got to work on. The recall off the place objects is we're out in public. She's too worried about looking around that she doesn't really focus on me and sits right away. So it's okay, no big deal. We'll clean it up at home where she's somewhere more comfortable. Come. Good girl. Sit. And that was a level 3, so she's just being a big baby. Good girl. Because that's, you guys saw, she was working at a level 5 at my house. Can you stop being a baby? Can you stop being a baby? So we're going to do a few more of these follow drills before we actually make our way inside. I don't know what's going on with her. Follow. Follow. Good girl. Follow. And remember, we're going to be doing this all the way until we get to the front. And then some more. Sit. Good. Lots. Good job, baby girl. Good job. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Stay. And all these little drills we're doing out here are going to help us when we're inside. So we're going to get ready to start making our way inside, and I'll go ahead and send some video while we're in there. Follow. No. 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 Follow. And she's pulling to that car because she thinks we're going inside, but we are not going to do that. We just got here. Follow. Follow. Sit. Good girl. Lots. Good job. If you see Bryn is struggling when you're going to take her somewhere new, it's always a good idea to just have her plots and hang out in the front to watch people coming and going. I love doing that just to kind of get the dogs mentally ready for what's about to happen. I want them to see that there's nothing to be scared of. There's just people coming in and out. It's just like the priming process. Like, we're building and building on that little process of having them watch everything around them, take in their environment and observe everything rather than react. So I have her in the plots and she's just here hanging out. because when we were walking up here, she was kind of looking around like she didn't know what was going on. So I'm gonna let her just take it in a little more. And then once we're inside the garden center, same thing. I'm gonna do that by the entrance. Let her see everyone coming in and out. It's just a good way to get their mind off of being worried. We're inside of the garden center. I have her just hanging out there. I'm looking around at some flowers, and she's just there in the plots. So this is great because you don't have to worry about her being a little Velcro dog and just being right next to you. She could just hang out there as you disengage and look around at whatever you want to look around. You can do your shopping, and you just know she's going to stay there and be nice and calm. I'm gonna do this throughout the store just to show you the process of you can go shopping with her, and you could just let her hang out there while you're looking at something at the other end of the aisle, or a little feet away from her. This is also building independence in her and you. I have Bryn here doing a little bit of agility on these obstacles right here, these big planters. I had her up there too, so this is great to build her confidence. At first she was a little skittish, like she didn't know if she could do it or not, but look at her, she's doing it. So this is really fun, Jen and Gabe, to get her confident and show her she could do things that she didn't think she was able to. So I'm just gonna let her hang out here. I'll try to do some recalls at the end of this. Fortunately, I don't have a little tripod with me today that I could show you that whole process, but it's pretty simple. You could just get her on it, and then I'm gonna grab onto the leash just to help her. I'll give her a little leash pressure if she needs it, and I'll have her come to my palm just like we did in my driveway. But this is great. She's gonna just doing these little things like this are gonna build her confidence up. We made our way inside of the store. I have her just hanging out here. We've been doing a lot of the follows, stops, and plots throughout the aisles. I just wanted to show you how good she's doing. She's actually at a level 2 stem, so it hasn't went up. There's no dogs around, obviously. Maybe sometimes if there's dogs around or something like that, we might have to go up on the e-collar, but right now she's doing great. She hears all these people pushing their carts around, getting close to her, and she's doing just fine. Good girl. I'll try to do a recall with her, see how that works. It's gonna be a little tricky because I don't have a tripod just to put my phone down and show you that process. Come, mamas. Bryn, come. Good girl. Come on. Sit. Good job. And she went to the plots, which is totally fine with me. Good job. Oh, you're so tough. But this is that how comfortable she is around being in public now. She's just hanging out. She wants belly rubs. She doesn't really care about other people being around. You're such a good girl. So we're gonna continue making our way through this store, and now we're gonna head out. But she's doing great. Didn't really struggle at all. Silly girl. And she heard a cart passing by, that's why she got up, but she didn't try to run. So I'm okay with it. She didn't leave the plots either. Good girl. I'm just looking around at stuff, acting disengaged with Bryn. I have her there in the plots. And she's just watching people walk by. Another dog trainer, I think. And Bryn is just there hanging out. Yeah, I'm sure you guys saw the dog. Bryn did not react to it. She had a view of it before I did. And Bryn just stayed in the down on the plots. So it's a huge difference from day one till now. She's just hanging out, being a very confident dog. She doesn't have to be right next to me anymore. She's just observing. Like we said, that's that priming process. She's observing, she's taking everything in instead of reacting towards her environment. So it is feeding time, and like I said, I was gonna Polly down. No, down. As you can see, Polly's very excited to eat. This is how group feeding should go at your house. Down. So I have them all on their place beds. They have all their food bowls there, and they're not allowed to eat until I give them that release command. Bryn has a few minutes to eat. If she doesn't want to eat, then we'll pick up her bowl just to get her in that habit that she should be eating. If not, we'll take the bowl away. And then as soon as they're all done eating, I'm gonna put them back on their place beds and then give them treats for waiting. Break. Fine, break. Eat your food. Bryn, break. Bryn, break. And I'm not gonna allow any of my dogs to get in Bryn's face while she's eating. And that's why I used her place bowl. Paul, place. No. No. Place. No. Place. Down. Down. Good girl. So Polly obviously eats super fast, but that's why I want to put her on her place bed before she tries to see what Bryn has over there. No, down. Good girl. So Polly did good. She went back on her place bed. And this is when I'm going to reward her with some treats. And this is how they're going to eat every night, Jen. I just got two slow German shepherds. Mm-hmm. She didn't even get off her bed to eat. Mm-hmm. Good job. So as soon as your dogs are done eating, Jen, get them, if you can, put them back on their beds, or just don't allow them to start picking at each other's bowls, because that's going to show Bryn that she needs to resource guard and eat her food right away, possibly become aggressive if one of them tries to touch her food, because I know that's how she got bit in the first place. Are you done, handsome man? Are you done? Okay, please. No, please. Come on. Down. No, down. Good girl. towards that group behavior and not going up to Bryn's food. And then as they get used to eating as a group, I'll go ahead and switch Bryn over to the middle or the end. Like, I'll keep switching up where they're at. Are you done? Good job. Here you go. Good job, guys. I'm just gonna let them hang out here for a little bit longer, then I'll give them all breaks together. Trying to get Bryn to be part of the pack and not feel like she has to growl at Lion when he passes by her and she has her food there.